Greetings all, thedvsmonkey here. Today, I want to talk about bags. Photo bags, gear bags, backpacks, waist cinches. There's so many different kinds of bags out there. And if you're like every other photographer out there, you've got a ton of them. Why? Because it's so hard to find the perfect bag. You spend at least $100 up to $700 and you use it for about a week or 2 weeks and you realize, shit, this really isn't all that great. This is actually kind of uncomfortable. Or I can't fit this in here, or that won't go in there. Or if it was just a little bit bigger, this might fit. Or, oh, I wish this was a little bit smaller. This is a pain in the ass to try to jam underneath the seat in front of me. It's like anything else. There's no perfect camera. There's no perfect bag. There's no perfect anything. There's the best that you can find for what you want to do, and it's different for everybody. You saw how many bags I've got, and that's not even all of them. I've actually given some away. I've thrown a lot away. I've donated a lot to Goodwill, and some are just buried in my garage in another bin. It's been a long, I'm gonna say minimum 15 years since I've been doing this, since I've been buying stuff, and I've gone through all different kinds of bags and different ways of carrying things. I tend to be excessive. Imagine that. I always carry way too much gear with me. As far as carrying all my gear around, in the past, I would have carried one of those bags with the 16 to 35, the 24 to 70, the 70 to 200, the 90 macro, the 85 millimeter. You know, I would have carried them all in there. I would have had a grip, I would have had a battery charger, I would have had a couple of different batteries, I would have had a flash, I would have had tons of microfiber cloths and lens wipes and blowers and you name it. I would have had all that stuff and I would have carried it with me everywhere. And then I thought to myself, what the hell am I carrying all this around for? I put one lens on my camera and that's the way I go. Over the years, it has gotten so ridiculous with the amount of bags that I have bought and thrown into the closet and not used that I just stopped doing that, because I've gotten to this point now where I carry the camera with the lens and a microphone setup that I'm going to use for that day. If I miss something, I miss something. I don't often go out with the specific intention of getting one thing, but I can pretty much catch whatever I want to catch with what I'm carrying. I'm not carrying a big ass bag around with me anymore. Those days are gone because I just don't need to. That's really all I had to say. I just wanted to show the ridiculous amount of bags that I have, and again, that wasn't even nearly all of them. In the end, get yourself a small bag. Make sure you plan accordingly when you're going out so that you have the right gear and you don't bring a ridiculous amount of gear. And you know what? If you're gonna miss a shot, you're gonna miss a shot. That's all there is to it. If you have any questions, or you'd like to add any comments about the bags, or maybe what you're using and why you think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, drop a comment below and let me know. Thanks for joining me, and as always kids, forward and up.